Hi guys, and welcome back in the sheet metal workshop. We are going to continue with the Lighthouse part 2. And part 2, if you have seen part 1, then you know exactly what is going on. If not, well, you can also just step in part 2, so no problem. Everything is very easy. Now, good. What we're going to do next is we have here the light tower in front of us. So we have said we want to have here plate, we're going to have here cover, and then here also a piece of pipe made out of this perforated metal, and then the Chinese head comes above. Good. What we want to know first is, okay, we have here, this one is an outside diameter of 490, but we want 15 mil crimping edge, so both sides 15 mil. That makes 490 plus 30 makes equal diameter 520. Now I need also this inside diameter, just like this one. Now it's very easy to calculate. If you're working with reducers and then you have some seam at a specific height, then you can calculate the diameter, and that goes like this. So we have here diameter 400 and diameter 200. So 400 minus 200, we have height is 800. So we divide it in 800 and multiply it by these 150. So 400 minus 200 divided in 800 multiplied by 150 makes 363. So 363 diameter. Now the next one, we go now not 150, we go now 150 plus 500, that's 650. Yeah, so same, everything the same. 400 minus 200 divided by 800 multiplied by 650 makes 238. We have a diameter from this distance. So this also something maybe good to know. So it doesn't matter where you put it. There's always just big diameter minus small diameter, and then divided in the length. Okay, so that's it. So we're gonna cut now our plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces left, and I'm gonna cut out first this one, 360 outside, but plus 30 millimeter crimp, that makes 390. Okay, let's start cutting. Okay, we're here now standing here at the circle cutter, and here's my paper again. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut here this one with an outside diameter we have set 490 plus 30. It's 520 diameter. We have here the second one with an outside diameter of 360 plus crimp 390, and the last one here, the cover diameter 200. So that makes with crimp 230, but we're gonna make it a little bit bigger because it's covered, it's gonna overlap, so I'm gonna make this 234. Okay, so I'm gonna start here with the big one. That means 520 divided in 2, that means 260 mil from the center point until the cutter, 260, so 260. So these are the metals, so 1, 2, and 3, the big one first. So I'm gonna only show one cutout just to save time. And with stainless steel, it's the same thing. It just needs time to cut. So you have to be patient. Okay, that was the first cut is done. The next one is what we have calculated, 363 for the cutout. So that is, the half is 181.5 mil. So I'm just gonna cut it, gonna round it off on 162, so it's only 1 mil. It's easier to find a measure. So now I'm gonna set up here 181 millimeter. Again from the center until the cutting knives. 26 center, 520 outside. And now we're going to cut the inside. Same again like we did by the outside. We start slowly and we go every time we make a circle we go deeper and deeper. Just takes time with stainless steel. So this is, I have a cutout of C362, so it's only 1 millimeter smaller. That isn't a bad thing. So 1 millimeter, it's still sheet metal working. Okay, well, that's it. So now I'm going to continue this cutting with the rest. I'm not going to record every cutout. This was only one example how I did it. Okay, well, let's continue. Okay, now I have cut out now everything. So cut here the small one. That's here. This one, diameter 200 with a cutout of 160. Because of this pipe here, perforated pipe here, I already have a piece, therefore from 160, so I made it cut out a little bit bigger, 162, and the outside diameter also a little bit bigger, 232. That's that cover, so that comes here above. The second one is this one. So outside diameter 390, and the inside diameter of 238. So 238. So this one comes somewhere here. See? Oh, and the big one. So I've kept it, hold this one, because from this metal, from the cutout, what is left, I'm gonna make the Chinese head. So this one comes here. Of course, this is optional. You don't have to put one. It's only a real Lighthouse, only got something here above. So this is how it looks like so far. And now we're going to make here the Chinese head. Okay, for the Chinese head, it's got a diameter of 280 and it's 100 height. Okay, so what I'm going to do now next, just take it metal, as always a working line. So we have 100 high. And it's got a diameter of 280. That means 140 is the half. So from the working line here, 140. So now this here is my true length. My true length is 173. That's the true length. So 173 is a true length. So normally I can take here this and then just check it. See, so that's my cutout. Okay, I'm gonna do it on the other side. So $173. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it out. And I'm gonna make here also one middle line. Okay, so it's cut it out. Yeah, so another check. So this size. So you can make any Chinese seat with any height the same way. So here, and you see here is here. Now, to get the circumference or to know how much where to cut it, I need my calculator, and I have here a metal ruler. So 280 multiply 3.14 is 879. So 879. That's the circumference. So what I can do now, because I have here this line, so I'm just gonna roll it, put here my ruler, put it here on the line, and then there where it stops at 879, 879 is here. So I'm gonna mark it, you see. Yeah, so theoretically you can also do it like this, but it's not so good. So I'm just gonna roll it, and there where it touches 879, I've marked it. So here's my marker, and again, okay, so this is where I cut out. So I need also some overlap. So overlap, I'm gonna give 20 mil overlap. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to give here a cut and here on the overlap a cut. Therefore we go to the guillotine. So that's it. Okay, we're gonna okay, that's it. So what we're going to do next is I'm gonna fold here, go to the folder. Okay, see, just a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is hold this here in the center and just make it round by hand. See, almost done. So I have to cut here a little bit more. Maybe fold it here a little bit also more. See, like this. And now what I can do, because I have 20 millimeter overlap, 10 millimeter, and then maybe 15, and here the same, 10, 15. Take my puncher. Same here. So now it's easier for me. See? Okay, almost done. So what we do now, just gonna... Good. So we can here also drill here one. And there it is. Chinese head. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put here another swage. And of course, not to forget, because this is still sharp, to unsharp it. So now you can't cut yourself anymore. It's a really good tool for stainless steel, for unsharpening. That's it. Chinese head is done. Now we're gonna make that piece here. 160 diameter, 150 high. 160 diameter is 502 mil circumference plus 20 mil overlap makes 522. 522. And 150 high, I made it cut at 180 because I'm gonna stretch 15 mil here and 15 mil here. I'm going to stretch. That's the next thing what I'm going to do. So we go now to the rounding machine. Now the perforated metal, it's got the nice side and the raw side. The raw side is always the inside, so just for information. Okay, we have it exactly. So I'm gonna connect this now here, 20 mil overlap. Cut it a little bit like here. See. So here I'm gonna correct a little bit. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so next thing what we're going to do is we're going to put in swages here on 15 mil so we can break the crimping easier. 15 mil. Center, see, 15 millimeter. Circles, so just to have a good break by crimping it later on. So I go a little bit deeper as usual because it's stainless steel. And it's going to get out of the form, but that's no problem because it's normal. It's the reaction of the material. Okay, now it looks like this. So I'm gonna do this, repeat this with all the three. Now this one is next. Okay, that's it. So what we do next, before we start crimping, I'm gonna stretch the material, because if you stretch it, it's easier to crimp, and especially if you're working with stainless steel. Okay, stretch wheels are set up. Okay, before I continue, I had here a little damage, so I'm gonna correct that damage. Okay, see now it's been corrected what happened before on the rounding machine, but there's gonna be anyway a cover on it, so just in between I did it. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat this with everyone. Just gonna stretch it so it's gonna go out of the form completely. Okay, so that's it. All three done, and now it's time for the crimping wheels. Okay, crimping wheels are set up, so now the crimping part comes. So you have to squeeze it real tight. Okay. Now what I'm also going to do is hold a hammer, but I'm gonna hold the hammer on the swage. So okay, well that's it. Okay, almost a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit on the ground, and you hold on the swage. That's important, because if you here you get a boil. So okay. Okay, that's one. So I'm gonna repeat this with the other ones also. Okay, well, that's it from the crimping part. So now we're going to continue. So next is we're going to, like we mentioned before, we're going to make a stretch of 15 millimeter. Okay, that's the 15 millimeter. And now I'm gonna take here the cover and put this here in. See, like this, and then I'm gonna drill
here. Okay, so that's fixed. Only 2 pop nails I put in. So now I can swage the other side, because if I do it afterwards, I won't can put this in. So now I'm going to continue flat swaging this side. So I'm gonna over swage it a little bit, because I have to put it down. Now there are different possibilities. I can hammer it down, but you can also put here swage wheels and then center this one and fix this with the Chinese head together, you know. See, it almost looks like how it should be. Okay, so therefore here I have to guess a little bit. I mean, I can also make from the inside a helping line, but okay, here I'm gonna do it on the eye. Okay, so now I'm going to drill. Here's the middle line, so I'm gonna drill here somewhere here. Okay, well, that's the head. Chinese head is made on it. Okay, so now it's just putting it together, and I'm gonna try it straight away. So I have here a lamp. Put on a lamp. Something like this. So this is optional, you can move it. That was the plan. See? Okay, that's almost it. You can also put here another decoration light if you want. See? Something like this. Well, that's it, guys. The lighthouse is done, made out of stainless steel. It's not really maybe a masterpiece. It's a thing I never made before. I just had an idea to make it, and it's complete made out of stainless steel, so you can put it outside. What you also can do, I forgot. So if it must stand somewhere and you don't want to have scratches, so I have here this rubber, see, and you can put it here on. See, so now if it's standing somewhere, you know, it won't scratch the bottom or something like that. It's just additional. So again here. Okay, guys, that's it. Lighthouse, it's done. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. It was just, you know, a tryout. Like to try sometimes some things out, something else. Still sheet metal. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to look In the video comments, in the video description, there are links to Schwartmanns machines where I use the Schwartmanns Swager and the Schwartmanns routing machine and the Schwartmanns Galantine. Everything is there, so have a look. And maybe there are some interesting other machines on the side. Just visit them. Thank you for watching and see you next time.